Hello everybody! As some of you may know, I'm in the US because most of my videos are in New York. And it's been a little bit of a struggle to get the new DJI Osmo 360 camera. There's some background stuff going on with DJI and US and drones and stuff like that, so they haven't really been shipping their latest and greatest over here. It's been out in Europe for, I think, close to a month, or elsewhere in the world, rather, not just Europe. But in the US, it's been out of stock on DJI's website, and it never went on stock when it launched. Some third-party retailers like B&H and Adorama have finally got their hands on some units, and I've been waiting to get a US unit just because their warranty is a little bit funky. DJI's, that is. You want to buy the device in the country that you're in order to have full coverage, in order to buy any of their additional warranties and all that stuff. So I was waiting specifically for a US unit, even though I could have ordered it from like Korea or whatever. But anyway, I got my hands on a DJI Osmo 360, which is this little deal right here. And I'm super excited. I've never had a 360 camera. I've seen all of the Insta 360 X4, X5s. But I haven't seen too much coverage for motorcyclists on the Osmo 360. So I'm going to go for a ride. We're going to try a couple of different angles for this camera. Hopefully they'll come out good. I am shooting in D-Log, so we'll do a little bit of a color correction afterwards. Yeah, I really hope it comes out interesting. Just because I haven't seen a lot of motorcyclists use the Osmo 360. I still need to, this is literally, I unboxed it, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. I haven't really dialed in the settings or anything else or anything like that. It's shooting at 8K 30 right now, and it's shooting with D-Log as the color profile. This isn't going to be like, well, one second. I love this on-ramp. Right. So this isn't going to be a review or anything right now, or kind of an in-depth look. This is more of a first look. And then we'll figure out how to use this little awesome device. So I'm sure you've seen some of these videos for like a cool third-person shot where it's mounted on an invisible selfie stick behind the motorcycle, and I'm really hoping to do that as well. The hardware in order to make that happen is not available where I am right now. So the invisible selfie stick, the mounts and clamps and all that stuff, and just because of the bike, typically you mount that invisible selfie stick to your passenger peg and all that stuff. Oh my god, was that dude riding without a freaking helmet? Just man, oh man, where was I? Oh yeah, so the invisible selfie stick and all of that stuff, it's usually mounted to the passenger foot peg on a typical bike, like a naked bike or a sports bike or whatever. There is really no passenger foot peg on a Goldwing. There's a foot board, but obviously it's not exactly... you wouldn't be able to mount that, to use that mounting hardware to attach the invisible selfie stick. So I will need to figure out how to mount it. And I basically looked at what DJI's motorcycle mount looks like. It's like a two-sided clamp. Then there's another clamp and the selfie stick itself. And I'm really hoping that third-party stuff will work for this, because like I said, the official DJI accessories are just not available, and I have no idea. There's no ETA for them. So I ended up buying the Insta360 invisible selfie stick, and from what I'm reading, they should be same-ish. So hopefully I'll be able to use it. Yeah, all right. So let's switch these cameras and let's see what this is gonna look like. I'm gonna mount this bad boy to my helmet. There we go. All right, this should be pretty interesting. Let's see how this works. Like I said, this isn't going to be a full-on in-depth review, not today. This is just kind of me messing around with different camera angles and seeing how this thing works. So what does this look like? Does this look cool? What kind of motorcycle content would you like to for me to try with the Osmo 360? Let me know down in the comments. We gotta scoot over to the right. Now, I wish I could guide you through a little bit more on what you're going to see, but I honestly don't know myself. I haven't used a 360 camera before, so I'm not sure how their software works and all that jazz. I know there's a kind of a standalone app from DJI called DJI Studio that you need to use in order to, I guess, pre-process the footage before you give it over to your editing software. So that there, I think you get to see the whole 360, and you can pick the camera angles and manipulate them, so on, to actually make a kind of a normal video. And then you export that to your editing software, and in there you know, put together what you're seeing right now. We got the Osmo in one more position. Should be pretty interesting. Right now it's under the mirror. So before it was on top, now it's on the bottom. We'll see how these angles work and if any of them are cool. So we're kind of coming to the end of this ride. Mission success. Tried out a couple of different angles for the Osmo. Let me know down in the comments which one you like the best, and which one I can keep iterating on. Thank you so much for coming along on this ride for me. As always, if you like this type of content, like, subscribe, and I will do some more fun stuff with the Osmo 360 in the future. Thanks again. See ya.